Hi, today we are with Mumal. Hi Mumal, what do you do?
Hi, I'm studying journalism right now, television broadcast.
Okay, nice to meet you. And what's your opinion about smart cities?
I think it's a very vague concept, first of all, because smart cities is something that is basically like how they define is basically that communication is a very good aspect of it.
Okay.
Good communication between all the classes and good communication facilities, transport facilities. So I think that's the ideal definition, but I'm not sure if that's working out here in India.
What do you feel that a good city should have, any Indian city should have?
Again, like I think good transport system, good living facilities.
Okay.
Like in a contemporary scenario, I think we're looking at a lot of urban ghettos, which is basically built by government in the name for rehabilitation campaigns for slums. I think that's not really a good way to go about it, but that's how it's working out. So yeah.
When you look at the smart city sort of thing, there's a lot of urbanization involved, obviously. And the government seems to be more focused towards urbanization than they are focused towards the rural development or the slums.
Yes.
And but making more cities is actually making more urbanized spaces. And if you look at the rural-urban migration, it happens because the facilities in the rural areas are not very good.
Yeah.
So
I think instead
we are not focusing on the rural problems. We are focusing on cities. We are making for the middle class and the upper class. So don't you believe that it will create a sort of social divide?
It is creating a social divide, absolutely. I think rather than focusing so much on urban cities and smart cities as such, they should rather focus on developing the rural villages and all. Because the thing is, if they're going to do that, if they're going to create more jobs and everything, people would stop migrating to urban cities. The thing is now, if you look at Delhi, the population is such a huge problem. And why is that? Because we have such a lot of migration happening. And the thing is that, even if the migration is happening, all of that is happening, government should be equipped to give them proper living conditions and jobs and everything. That's not happening, and that's why all these slums are coming up. And if they would rather focus their development, focus on creating or developing rural villages, I think this problem would actually, it won't eradicate, but we'll be able to handle it better.
Okay. We already have our own set of problems. We have our polluted rivers problem, which is still go unsolved. We have our traffic problems. We have our flooding problems, and we have our basic infrastructural problems like lack of good electricity supply, lack of water supply, and lack of good facilities for pedestrians on road. These are something which basic necessities or basic things which every city needs. And no government has been able to solve these problems, and we are dreaming of something very ambitious or sky high dream like smart city, or we are living in the utopian ideas.
I think this whole concept is very elitist, to be very frank.
Yeah.
See, for example, take for instance Chennai floods. Now I was living in Chennai at that point, and the main reason is because there's so much development on the water bodies. Now the thing is, if there is rainwater, it has to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
If you're already taking up all the water bodies and if you're constructing such a lot of infrastructure and all, and calling it like, say, world class, then it won't really help. So all the water, there will be flooding inevitably. So I think the main thing is to like basically go towards sustainable development, if that makes any sense, and basically focus more on rural development rather than forcing all the rural people to migrate to urban cities. I don't think that will help at all. That's just causing a lot of problems, more troubles.
Seeing the 100 smart cities tag, the number 100, it's very big number. No other country has ever announced something like that before. And if we take the 5-year, 10-year of the government, it's like building 20 cities in 1 year. It's very high speed.
Yeah.
Probably no other country has even thought of building so many cities in a matter of very short period of time. And considering the past governments we have had, be it BJP or Congress, or there will be a high amount of money that will be involved in smart city, and there will be public-private partnership also, and the private companies will do it for profit, and the politicians will obviously doing it for politics. It seems to be a very easy promise to make to the citizens. And don't you think that we have had Commonwealth Games scam, we have housing scams, we have railway scam? When we try to build a very massive network of infrastructure, we always have scam, and things definitely go wrong. So we are looking towards even the biggest scam in India, because smart city is the biggest infrastructure development that is going to happen.
Yeah. See, again, I feel it's quite a hollow promise to be made.
Okay.
If you look at the demographics,
Yeah.
whom are we exactly making all these infrastructure projects for? I mean, what kind of a population is it targeting? It's basically targeting the rising middle class.
Okay.
And fine, given that, you also need to take in account the other proportion of the population, which is the rural, the slums. And you keep making all this, but where will they go? They can't afford these things. Like, they can't afford all these houses and all. And what they end up doing is that they end up making vertical urban ghettos, and which are basically uninhabitable.
Yeah.
So you need to take in account those aspects as well before making such claims. Because again, at the end of the day, who's going to live in these cities? Even if we achieve all of that.
One final question, and what do you feel about Hauskas village? What's your opinion about it?
I don't really come here that often. I always prefer going to Connaught Place.
Okay.
And so as such, I don't really have any opinion about it. It's just it's a fine place to hang out at, and it's expensive. So again, there's a certain demographics that it's attracting.
Okay.
But that's about it, I think.
Anything you need to point about the city planning with respect to women, particularly this public spaces or the planning at night, or
safety has to be taken in account, but that's a whole issue. That's another issue altogether.
Okay.
But right now, what I would think is what the government should be focusing on is basically rural development. That's where we need to focus on.
the lighting of public spaces at night. What do you feel about that?
It's bad. Now they're saying that they'll work on it. Smart cities obviously means that should cover that aspect as well. But I think we need to wait. Again, Gujarat is already a failed model, so we don't know that for sure.
Do you believe that we've been living in stupid cities or dumb cities so far? Because the problems we have had, they are very basic problems that the government has not been able to solve that. So, do you believe that we have been living in dumb cities and the government suddenly woke up and made, okay, let's not be dumb, let's be smart. And still we are having dumb people all across.
See, I've been living in Noida for so many years, and the thing is that the problem of population just keeps mounting up. Now, I've been living in Chennai for quite some while now, and once I come back here, I realize that how bad pollution really is. Like, to what magnitude it really is. So it's a problem, but nobody is really willing to address it. Nobody really thinks that it's worth addressing or it's worth, acknowledging. So I think once it's all about priorities. They keep saying that they're going to make smart cities, but then again, for who? That's the whole issue.
Thanks a lot for
and
your...
even if they are smart cities, and how smart they are. I mean, are they going to address all these problems that we are already facing? That's the issue.
Okay, thanks a lot for your valuable contribution to this documentary, and hope you have a very nice day and a very happy. Wish you a very happy New Year.
Thank you.
And
Happy New Year.
Have a nice day.